Hi everyone. My name is Monique Mondragon, and I did my research on substance abuse and development of children. So to begin, I just want to give some facts about the war on drugs as we know exists in this country. I chose to focus my research for this particular project on adolescents. So in 2016, 51.3 million people aged 12 or older were cigarette smokers. 1 in 5 were underage individuals, which were ages 12 to 20, were current alcohol users, and 28.6 million people aged 12 or older were illicit drug users. So just a little background of what we face as we are going into these schools and working with these students and this population of adolescents. So how does substance abuse impact development? Well, substance abuse can be linked to an adolescent's ability to interact effectively and form healthy relationships with family, peers, and community members as well. It also impacts an adolescent's ability to be socially competent, which is including being socially accepted and having social skills. So to be socially accepted meaning that they're able to form and maintain relationships with their peers or family or community members. And having social skills is just being able to recognize social cues in others and in the environment. So that's kind of what that means. And all of this, because they maybe lack the social skills or are not socially accepted, they might find it difficult to say no to drug use. So that's kind of one of the impacts. Also, they may have trouble maintaining healthy relationships with others, which can be a reason for substance abuse, and it can also impact their treatment. So their lack of relationship may lead to the abuse, and in the way that it impacts their treatment is they're lacking that social support or that support that they need, that support system, so that they ensure that the treatment's working, that they're refraining from using drugs. So without those healthy relationships and nobody kind of to support them, they may fall back into their pattern of abuse. And temperament may be a risk factor in an adolescent's abuse of drugs. So meaning that if an adolescent has or displays behaviors that are risk-taking and behaviors that they seek rewards, often you find that adolescents and children can utilize this behavior in competitive sports. But this can also be a reason why adolescents seek out drugs and continue to abuse drugs because they need that satisfaction and that reward seeking, that high that they feel from the drugs. So based on that, as school counselors, we are going to run into these students. Like I said, I chose to just focus on adolescents. But these students may appear at different age levels, maybe even in elementary school. So as a school counselor, we should be prepared to work with these students in our schools. And how can we do that? Well, to begin, we can create and maintain a caring and trusting relationship. As I said, these adolescents who are utilizing these drugs may not have that or may have trouble establishing these relationships. So they may need that caring adult or that caring and trusting figure in their life. Also, being properly trained to help these students, what's being found is that research shows that school counselors aren't equipped to deal with these students. They don't have the proper training and the proper knowledge, and they want to help these students, but they just don't know how. And so part of that training can include how to deliver individual counseling or group counseling so that it's tailored to these students and their needs. And so, simply doing individual counseling or group counseling where you form a group with other students who are facing similar struggles, and working, to give them the skills and just basically a support system as well. And also collaborating with teachers, staff, other members on campus, as well as the family. and being able to refer these students out into resources in the community, so that they can seek help, whether it's if you find out that they are abusing drugs, or just so that they maintain the treatment and they stay off of the substance abuse. So some school programs that can be implemented, first of all, is a prevention. We can just simply educate our students on substance abuse and their effects. This is often seen in schools right now. And this can be done in the elementary level and in the middle school level. As implementing programs that can encourage prevention, so we address the problem before it even happens. There's also programs for support for these students who are facing substance abuse. One of these programs that I found in the research is Student Assistance Program, which is SAP, and it's modeled after the Employment Assistance Program. So this would be to identify and also prevent regression after treatment through individual or group counseling. So this is one method that many schools are using. Also, another thing I found is called Project Choice, another program. This includes 5 sessions where they cover a variety of topics, and some of them include peer pressure, feedback, or coping strategies, so that students can feel that they have that support, so that they can follow through with their treatment, and so that they can continue to remain sober in their so that they can just continue to remain sober and no longer abuse the substances. So that's pretty much it for my presentation. Thank you for listening, and here are the references that I used. Great, thank you.